Kuppet power! Power! Kuppet power! Power! Kuppet power! Power! Keep Kuppet power! Power! Solidarity forever!
We did agree, but before we even agreed to have the nominations done, it was a little bit difficult for the ES to accept that we are supposed to do nominations. He said that he wanted to form his own government, and he was not ready to involve all of us, all the 14 members, in coming up with the nominees to the BC and also nominees to the BGC as well as the SWA. He said that it was a preserve to him as the executive secretary of the branch. But as the chairman, who is the custodian of the constitution, I did tell him categorically that we are not going to accept, or I'm not going to accept things to be done in the wrong way, because things must be done right so that at least we can have an order in the branch. But I want to tell our colleagues, the teachers of this branch, that it was very difficult for us even to hold that meeting, because he had even refused to come for the meeting. But I had to go to the office, look for him, so that he could accept to come. I did inform the BC that we are supposed to nominate 3 women, of which we nominated 3 women to the BC. The Constitution does not give a provision that we nominate any other apart from the 3. But looking at the list that has been circulating, whereas we appreciate that we need to expand the services to the teachers by making nominations, we have no problem with the colleagues who have been nominated. They are teachers of this branch and they deserve to be nominated. But nominations are supposed to be done according to the Constitution. And that's what we are saying as Kuppet leaders who have been elected, and as the chairman who is supposed to protect the Constitution, or make sure that things are done according to strict observance of the Constitution, Kuppet.
I'm here to communicate to the teachers of Bungoma County that it is so much unfortunate that whatever we discussed on Monday was washed down the drain, because we agreed to have 3 women nominees on BEC. Unfortunately, we are having a list where we don't know the names came from. We as the 9 agree with the idea of expanding the branch because of the membership has also expanded. However, it is so unfortunate that the way in which nominations were done was not in order. We sat at a place, yes, as the elected 14, agreed on how we are going to go about it. However, whatever that happened was not right. I want to confirm to the teachers of Bungoma County that we are going to push the idea of following the Constitution up to its fullest until we give the branch the right way of doing things. We want to have a balanced BGC SWA nominations that represent the face of Bungoma branch as per the interests of teachers.
We want to say this and promise that we will not stop until the right thing is done. It doesn't matter the costs that we are going to go through. We can assure the Bungoma teachers that we may not be speaking too much on the words, but I want to tell you that with the kind of sacrifice you came to vote for us, we will always stand for you. And we also want to appeal to our senior brother to realize that those teachers voted for him as the CEO so that they can have improved service.
And we say that we are going to ensure that things are done right, because we are in our right mind to ensure that the branch gives the best service to the teachers of Bungoma County. We insist that if things are not going to work, then we need to have school representatives who will now elect their own sub-county representatives. BC should be involved in the nominations.
Yes.
Without that, we are not going to accept the nominations. We were voted in by people, and we need to reach a consensus. That's why we are here to say no to that list.
We are going to stand. I'm going to stand on the right side of history, so that I must defend, and I'm not going to be bullied. I'm not going to accept any form of intimidation because I have been threatened and I am not going to accept. I was elected and I must stand by exactly what I'm supposed to do as the chairman of Bungoma. So I want to tell my colleagues that rally behind us. We shall always do the right thing because we didn't expect that after a rigorous campaign process and after a very well-attended election process, after the election, members who are elected must come together and forge ahead. We had an agenda. They had an agenda. We must merge the two.
No individual person of whichever capacity should reverse the decision of over 4,000 teachers. We have been elected on a manifesto. Our commitment is to ensure that that manifesto is delivered. At this time, where we have a combination, teachers came and brought up what they thought is a winning formula for Bungoma County to heal the disease in the branch. We believe, and I believe, that this is a time where we are supposed to be reconciling our notes. Just like I did ask on one of the walls that what is the priority of Bungoma teachers? We have been sent by the teachers to serve them, not to enrich ourselves. When it comes to issues of service, while neighboring branches already have embarked on addressing challenges like visiting hospitals to see the challenges of SHA, teacher medical issues, and they are becoming objective and looking at issues that touch the teacher. Bungoma is being treated to some bit of monkey business.
And therefore, I want to say that we shall not accept anything to be done without following the Constitution. To our surprise, and that is why they didn't want us to see the list. And it was kept like a secret which should not be seen by us, and yet the names are already out. It's because we just come to our realization that some of the teachers, some of our colleagues who have been nominated are members of NAT. I don't know whether we have NAT members who are elected to be representatives of Kuppet. They don't contribute to Kuppet, and yet they are going to be nominated and enjoy the privileges of Kuppet, or being a Kuppet member, and yet they are not members. Some of them, whereas we appreciate that some of our colleagues are on internship in JSS, but again, being on internship does not make you to be a member of Kuppet. And that's what we are saying is that the reason as to why these people are hiding the names is that because we would have rejected some of the NAT members and some of the members who are on internship, who are not even employed by TSC. Is that okay? So, you know, that's what we are saying. Colleagues, we must do things right. That's what I'm saying as a chairman. We must just follow the Constitution accordingly. The tenets of the Constitution must be followed to the letter.
What I want to promise that I'm going to work for you effectively, without fear, or without discrimination, and without favor. I'm going to work for the teachers of Bungoma, regardless unipikia kura ama hukunipikia kura. Na mimi namuomba mkuje tufanye kazi pamoja. Mwajana hiyo mambo ya teams. Mwajana hiyo mikutano yenye mnafanya kila saa. Mambo ya nomination, based on the Constitution, inasema ya kwamba in the first meeting of the BEC, those people are elected. They elect 3 ladies. Beyond that, about nomination, there's nothing of that kind. Besides the nomination, there's nothing of that kind. Na vile tulikaa nikasema sasa, the 14 elected, apart from me, mukae mulete list ya 52 members. 2 JSS from every sub-county, 2 seniors from every sub-county. Na mukaniletea majina. Na nikasema ya kwamba the balancing and additional mimi mwenyewe ndio nitafanya. Watu muleta majina 52 members, lakini kwa majina zingine au tu filter, kwa sababu niliona hawa jamaa kama wangeingia wangekuwa abusive sana kulingana vile kampeni ilikuwa inaendelea. So out of that number nikatoa wengine na nikabalance with the rest of the teachers of Bungoma County. Kwa walimu wote wenye wako kwa list, hakuna mwenye ametoka nje na hakuna mwenye anat, na mkisema ya kwamba huyo mwalimu wa NAT alikuwa NAT when he was in the primary school. Lakini when he was deployed in the second school, he was converted into Kuppet. Mkiangalia base lab yake ni ya Kuppet. Na nikaona walimu wa interns, at least lazima tukuwe na representation mmoja. Si lazima tuwalipe, hao ni walimu tunafunza nao na tunakaa nao. Wako na TS number na wanaumia. Sasa shida sao nikasema at least tukuwe na one representatives from the interns, which is not bad. Na mambo ya nomination wenzangu wakicomplain. Hii nomination has been like that since I entered Kuppet office in 2011. Kwa sababu kama my chairman after the former chairman that Mr. Bokoso went away, tulifanya nomination. Na vile tulifanya nomination, he was one of the person I nominated. In 2016 akasimama kura, akaanguka. I nominated him after ameanguka kura. 2021, I had to negotiate for somebody who was the vice chairman to step down for him. Ndiye apite hiyo kura kama post kuwa vice chairman of county hii. Tena mimi ndio nilifanya hiyo. And in December 21, my treasurer officer again was also complaining. Alisimama kura kama secretary. Akaanguka kura. But because alikuwa ameanguka, nikaona ametumia pesa mingi, I nominated her in the BEC without any complaint. My vice secretary, mwenye amepita kura, he was once nominated as the BGC. My gender secretary was once nominated by me as the the BEC. My organizing secretary was once nominated. I've been nominating. Na mimi wanachasa hiyo post kwa sababu that thing is not in the constitution, but because the county is very big and wanataka ni move